That first round, first map, it wasn't the Team Liquid's formula. It wasn't there, man. There was nothing there. There's nothing we can talk about when it comes to Liquid on Nuke. So let's leave that behind us, fixate in on Anubis, and whether Big can break through what we know is a decent map for Liquid.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because in memory, Elige has such big rounds on this map, but in his macro statistics, at least the 4 games that he's played, he's got a right on a 1.0 rating. In a lot of the CT rounds where he's holding on to con control, he's playing off the pillar that I feel like should be straight up named after him because he's so good at it. Like, he does well there. But again, it was brought up, like, they smashed through complexity so hard they didn't even have to play T-side, for example. And they don't know anything about Big, who are very good theory crafters on a map that we have no idea how good they're going to be on. And they don't know either. And it's true. Match experience is everything. So I'll find out if that shakes Big's confidence.
Looking like an A hit to kick it all off. Crimbo behind Waterfall. Sits. Oh, they're not clearing it. Crimbo's able to walk out. tabseN already picked up the first one, and that's the bomb down. tabseN clean on pistols. Taps away too. OC and Naf meant to recover it. Now we've got Naf still all the way deep down on Dark. OC grabs the bomb. Oh, he can get away with this, but he's gonna get chased. And if searsaN's not cautious, he could give away this kill. Sure enough, OC almost catching him as he extends out long.
Yeah, they let him go with bomb spotted out there. So now the other side of the map, pressure can be retaken.
And both players, right? Naf also shot bullets. So they should know that Team Liquid, who could have been inside of B as far as Big were aware, have in fact
all the time
gone over. 15 seconds. They're going to have to run it Keto. And Keto going to get split here. Goes back, kills Naf. Now, all of a sudden, OC, desperation sinks in. He's just going to go for the money. And Favin's not able to stop him right away.
So they have some excuses. They have some excuses to not overreact. But so far, so good for Big. Ended last map in 18 rounds.
Yeah, questions I want answered. What does Big's T-side look like? You saw it in the OC interview, right? Unless we get caught off by something in some kind of an execute, right? What are the little trickeries that tabseN and GobB are going to orchestrate? Whoa. Favin. Riding Keto like a horse. Keto has the stature of a horse, for the record.
Okay.
Massive man. Not that that's important.
Right. Weird thing to say, but
food for thought.
Interesting comment.
Saddle him up. Flash goes out into long. Players getting closer. Got to worry about Dark. A nice clean kill from Nitro. Ooh, and a second onto Favin. But bullets go both ways through that smoke. And he almost finishes off Nitro, who's lucky to be alive with that 6 HP. OC's going to take a bunch of damage. Crimbo's got that deeper line.
They have him locked if they want to keep fighting this.
But here comes Elige, creeping through Temple. And Team Liquid, with the force, managed to get those kills going.
Big. Like they had some decent spots, but the smoke allowing them to scale really good. Put so much pressure on that Glizzy spot to take a hard angle and stop them from coming in. And Liquid have a strong entry pack, so Big with the counter force. searsaN on the scope. We'll get to see all layers of Big here on Anubis. Everything's going to be a world first for us, for the fans, and for Liquid.
Oh, wow. Ready for the wide swing, too. And he crouched. searsaN doesn't give a damn. Kinder's going to come through Dark. Of course, with searsaN added to the tally, CT's ready for this. Nitro tag.
Oh my god, searsaN.
Hits the kill on Naf. Here comes Yakinder in with a double. searsaN's still under pressure, has more teammates running over, but for now, they're quite removed. Smoke's gonna help him. All of a sudden, he can fixate in on Dark. It would be a huge ask of OC to push through a smoke, so Yakinder comes in with 3. He's done everything in terms of stopping this, but tabseN's lurk around. The bomb is being planted right in full vision, and it doesn't even go down. Mac-10 not gonna win that fight.
In the calmness, and as he pointed out, I think that was the most salient part, was the smoke allowed him to hold on for so long. And even though he dies after that, they had to respect their own smoke, chill for this approach, wait for that molly to come in, and after all that time, Captain, he had some dastardly plans up his sleeve, came all the way around to flank him in B main.
So it's not going to be that easy, Liquid. Oh, bad nades out of big. Crimbo tries to throw it through the window, would have landed on a Yakinder, but he hit the window frame.
Oh.
But Tabson sees a little
One thing to get info, it's one thing to get info when they don't know it.
Searson pressed in, but there are good rifles here for Liquid. But with that, they're not going to anticipate. Crimbo, just like in the pistol, comes off the side of the pillar with two. Elige trying to do this properly with Nitro, but Tabson feasts on them. And Naf nowhere to be found from that pack. So it's almost like Searson's death gives them that false sense of confidence, and Crimbo picks up the slack.
And they just see one walking that way, even though it's really early on into the round. It's a situation where they know Liquid are on a low buy. So the counter pressure goes in favor of the CTs. And as they survive the Force Wars.
Crimbo almost getting away with that third one, but nice from Tabson. And you can see
Nitro playing retake most of the time. Rops playing in the site, or pushing all the way. Crimbo's just playing it standard, and it's working out well.
Ooh, gonna disrespect that smoke, huh? With the flash, they all burst through, but it's an easy evacuation for Tabson, and even easier assistance from Searson. Between the two of them, this round falls absolutely flat.
Figured out something no one else has. We don't know how other people are going to play, but we know we've got good stuff. And I'm sure 60 or more % of that is going to be on the second half for Big. The CT side you can talk about a lot and is really important, of course, but it's not the side that you get as creative on.
Creeping in. Now, without a close kill, without Searson playing forward, I'm curious if they just go ahead Molotov off the pillar.
I think Crimbo's presence is strong enough that he's left the phantom of himself in their mind.
Right.
When they try to approach, like, well, they should probably molly it, but they're also low grenades here. They don't even have one anymore, actually.
Oh, yeah, last was just thrown out by Elige. And sure enough, that A site was completely clear. They were on the brink of it. The shadow of Crimbo, enough to convince them to head elsewhere. Of course, middle right now needs to be cleared out by Tabson. We'll see how far he really goes on this expedition. Elige trying to keep him honest. But as Elige looks to go join his teammates on long B, Tabson starting to activate really nice offensive timing coming out of Tabson. He could very well find them with backs turned, because you know OC's hands are going to be busy. He's the guy with all the grenades, and he's the only player with nades here. There's 3 players just sat in the open for Tabson to feast. Liquidated. Long B belongs to Big.
Yeah, man, he's been fearsome on that flank every time, getting so much out of it. This time it comes in even earlier. Liquid are without a hope. 2 players left, hoping they can save. Tabson still in their spot. Nitro takes that one out at least, but that's all.
Man.
He's found a huge gap here versus Liquid, and that is the game tape advantage of Big, playing a FaZe matchup where FaZe showed Liquid that they aren't going to just simply win every game. Over at the World Final.
Perfect target selection too.
Yeah, and the fact that he waited on the first one, got vision of, but it doesn't get any easier from here.
Right. And a deep peek out of Searson. Double incendiary on Yakinder. Oh! But Nitro, that 1 AK, is able to make the most of that moment. And then Yakinder wastes no time closing that gap. Good coverage coming out of Nitro, of course, but they're not able to move any closer on the dark.
Feels like Protocol 1 these days, get people to use that smoke as soon as possible. Get the re-smokes out.
Flash over long. Naf just keeps his head down. Honestly, all he has to do, don't die. They see nothing. Naf will send a bullet down range. So Favin's going to keep up the pressure, and we're going to get that AK starting to work its way through middle.
As long as they keep testing the information, though, puts pressure on Liquid. They keep showing that they know it's not going to be B for the next 10, 15 seconds. They feel comfortable elsewhere, then Liquid can't take pressure elsewhere as easily.
And it's bringing Tabson back through Temple. He's going to have to walk that. will get into position. Keto goes deep into the close tucked wall. But you gotta be careful because you'll be exposed here. Yeah, that's a free kill. Oh, Crimbo gonna have to pick up the slack. Rounds cake to the left side. OC up close, buying time wonderfully. Crimbo, he has shut this A site once, twice.
Mid and through A main, and Crimbo right here, he plays off these angles to just completely block off his opponents who are approaching from that side. Gives himself 2 good fights versus these T's who know exactly where he is.
Nice, taps in. I'll forgive you, 13 and 4. At the end of the day, Crimbo saves them inside that site. But we've got a 5v4 for Liquid.
Oh, the late nade to the stairs.
While Big, of course, on fire.
Kinder has taken so much damage on this angle. Oh,
Nice boost.
yeah, a chance and a kill.
A clean second one coming out of Liquid, both of which by way of middle. Searson and Tabson dead. Crimbo onto the op.
Now we'll see how Big gamble. We'll test the protocols here.
Op is right there. Elige just sucking in the gut. Crawl along the wall.
Oh, this is really nice move from Elige. They pull back out of mid with the site pressure coming in at the same time.
But it is 3A. Somebody's got to keep eyes middle. Nobody's watching it. Favin finds Nitro first. Naf's going to get that response. Now the bomb is locked in here, right? Because it's playing in from long A. Oh, blinded! And Keto able to trade that one right back. Then gets you Kinder. No. Then gets Osing today. No health insurance.
After map 2 of the last series, it didn't even look like a series that either team could win. That's how rough it was for NA in that game. And now, we're lucky.
I kind of felt like some of the top contenders were given that excuse of like slow start to the year, but then for some reason Big didn't get that little buffer. It just felt like, oh, Big underwhelming. Let's see it. And the fact that this is their first Anubis. Some teams crumble. Not yet for Big. Crimbo, again, behind Cake. And Nitro slides by with the Tech 9. He will get that bomb plant. Tabson throwing grenades as Favin gives him cover, so it's money in the pocket of Team Liquid, and it's an M4 in the hands of Nitro, but a 1v4 seems like way too much to ask of him. They're already coming in from this long A flank, and so Big, sure enough, just like the last time when they got that plant towards B, it's an opening for Liquid, but it's Big to just take every Thurston's dead body when Liquid got that 5v4 in middle, but now it's straight out the gate. They're going to keep one inside of the B site. Early triple setup.
What is that? HE.
Comes out of the window, right? It's the same one that Nitro was throwing at World Finals, I believe. Just seems like Big find the better timing with it. And then Searson deep on the jail. Looking for a second down and dark. Flash will get him off the angle, but he dodges them well enough.
OC ate that flash as he was peeking.
So he lost his advantage, and Searson, oh! Going to rip you limb from limb. 3 clean shots.
And 2 more coming his way. Or not.
One of them half health because of that early utility. Big with a stellar defense at the moment.
Yeah, they can rely on everybody. So much help. Yeah, that was OC getting onto the angle.
Big can take them away, and especially when it comes in potentially after time. Right here, Nitro first, Nap up next.
Oh. Play it in unique fashions. Retake, pushed up, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing is, they've been nading at different times in the round. Last time, minute 26.
Nice nade out of Crimbo. This is a bit more standard as to others. Plays behind pillar with the op. Deeper angle. First one's good. Little re-peek, though. And the AK is prepared for it. So now, all of a sudden, you're handing over an op. It's in the hands of Naf right away. Great grenade damage again. Tabson Goes a little wide. Down goes the rifle, but OC, pause on the op. And pause on the play. Searson slides up into the heavens. Keto concerned that maybe somebody's still coming downstairs. There's no rush here for Big.
Yeah, it's Searson's the one in jeopardy if they want to try to scale versus him. With a minute, he knows that they're going to try to either leave the site or try to get a kill or wait an extremely long time, put the bomb down, and hope they get a successful plant so they can set up right away.
So that's all right. He just concedes 5 feet, goes back in storage.
Yeah, as long as he gets out, he's good. Liquid have won a post-plant position at least.
Now, nobody's watching flank right now, so with that bomb down, here comes Keto.
He's got to be aware. There's been so much time here.
You know, OC now in the position Searson was prior to the bomb plant. Left or right? What's the timing? Where's the peak? And with utility coming out of heaven, it's a nice quiet lurk out of Keto. Yakinder has to move forward. Misses his chance at the clean dig shot. If he can get that one, he turns back around, but Keto's got the trade. Guns in from Liquid. Make them a little cautious. This, remember, we talked about the shadow of Crimbo on the A site. Completely open. Just banking that Liquid won't go there. Nitro's sniffing it out, but even then, we've seen moments where Team Liquid will get vision back onto Fountain, peek around the pillar, and then still just leave. Missed shot out of OC. Could have been a sitter. Tabson's going to cause concern for Liquid with that challenge in middle. And that would be crazy, because if Tabson dies, then mid and A completely clear for a split. And it does feel like it's a bit too much. So here comes Crimbo doubling back. Could flash Tabson's peak. Elige loves to just tuck inside of that drop. And honestly, it's a great way to catch them off guard, but he's forced down. Oh, and the timing could have been awful for Elige as Keto comes out from dark, but luckily he gets the trade. And Tabson thinking about peeking downwards. There's a player just on the other side of this smoke, or there was. OC leaves, and the B split looking like it's coming.
And Tabson taking the risk of staying out here gives him some crazy options here to help out. He had that full flank last time. If his teammates get kills, no one can watch the flank. He could drop bridge potentially.
Surely not again.
Uh-oh.
He's making a ton of sound. OC gonna hear that one coming from a mile away. And then Nap kills Searson on Glizzy. But Nitro's burning. 14 seconds. And if Nap died, they'd have a real issue, as somebody would have had to double that back. Crimbo, why not? He's done wonderful things from inside that A site, but now it's a retake needed. 2 players to the right. Elige tucked on site, having just come off the plant. A frag grenade for Crimbo. That could make things interesting if he can find Naf.
Powerful in the clutch, but in this spot, man, so far back.
Maybe not taking the chance.
Let him have this. Enough brute force there from Liquid to finally make it, so there's not even a chance to have a retake come through. Already got 1v3 in this game. Lost sights with the bomb down. Melted down so quickly in so many of these previous situations.
Leaning on Naf. It's been the story all week long, but OC's still far enough back that he catches wind of things. And so Liquid double the round count. Crimbo's still shaking up the timing. Every 8 player in the world should be learning that frag. You can also do it with a Molotov. And if you go to Sponge's Twitter, you can even learn a smoke.
The timings. See, again, okay, minute 28. They have changed it up so many times.
That is nasty, man. Nitro, lucky to be alive.
Got 2 nades, they coalesce perfectly. Now Nitro's onto the op.
And you know, OC almost foreshadowing it, unless we get caught by some kind of trick, some gimmick. Well, immense impact out of those sight nades. And a nade that runs 0 risk. Man's in a castle, throwing bombs out the window.
Your only risk is being too obvious with it, wasting it. They just kept it so fresh. Ooh.
Fire takes half of Elige down as well.
All the damage so far from Big has been by utility.
It looks so good for Big's defense that they can do that before Liquid even spot somebody to shoot. But last time here it was Crimbo from the pillar. Now it's Searson a little deeper. Gets flashed off the initial hold. Molotov's gonna keep them back. And then Nap gets that mid kill. They extinguish the flames. They decide now's the time to jump, to pounce, to push. And Favin gets blinded as that late rotate from Liquid through boat will find its flash. And OC on the AK starts to press into connector. Favin dead. Little lurk here from Crimbo on the Hog. Listen, we saw what Keto could do with it. Now it's Crimbo's chance to shine. A late lurk out of Naf. Oh, but he gets caught by Keto. He turns around. He gets shot and reacted to. Yakinder wants to get aggressive. They know that second CT's still far enough away. Yakinder has to go for the reload. Keto's gonna just apply pressure. Other CT serves up the distraction, and Yakinder can do nothing in the clutch. It's 11 to Big.
He got the first kill, could take an even better one, but he couldn't manage it.
Now Searson's taking op peaks down into water.
Would have got 4 rounds across these 2 maps so far.
Bun's run boost. But the pressure here could make things awkward. Yakinder's coming in from dark. Critical first kill. Favin looking to get up into something wild. Last time we saw him jump this, he just got stuffed. Searson's gonna be the first to die. As this still comes through, Tabson, nice double. Favin delays it, and this time it works out. They actually push sight, but Nitro, no way! Turns back around just to check, and then punches in the digits. And we finally have low money on Big, so honestly, I think Crimbo, tantalizing save. Make sure you can get the best chance possible in the 15th to deny Liquid that 4th. Smash Liquid.
Liquid beat him up. It is really impossible to tell who's going to be the best aircraft. Because if you think, you would think Outsiders would be one of those teams, almost certainly. But they definitely couldn't figure it out.
Luckily for them, they've had extra time off. Now, this is an angle that with an M4 sometimes doesn't go too well. With an AUG, nice and easy. Yakinder still trades it. Critical quick headshot out of Latvian. And Tabson, doesn't finish the spray or throw the frag, so things get a little wild. His teammate's trying to come in to help him. It's a lot of bodies pushing out, but great cover out of Elige. Turns them away instantly. And all in from Big to try and close this CT half with a 12. They got a smoke to work around with, but a challenge from Yakinder. Immense amounts of damage here. And there's nothing coming out of this connector push. No sir. Favin, quick little snapback, but 1v4 with 1 already. And bomb beyond the halfway point. Knows Yakinder would have fallen into the site, so this one could be clean, but Yakinder has this as they'll be sent to the showdown. Now again, we had that caveat on Nuke. We thought, it's Nuke, you know, it's not Liquids. They have an empty A site, and Big aren't stopping. Oh, this could be so free. Think about the amount of times that Big left that site open and Liquid never went in. But there was no Crimbo to set the precedent for Liquid in this one. So Big just pounced on an open site. At least for Liquid, it already starts to unravel. Long kill means Keto has to stay tucked. They have to hope that the Heaven and Storage players can keep this one at bay. But we've also got Searson wrapping back around mid. A late flank that's gonna have to be huge. Keto just gets fed to the wolves, and they don't know where Searson's at. He's sliding inwards, fights the player flat, and because the guys in sight die so easily.
Again, towards connector. All the defaults, timings. Big put up a great display, but it doesn't mean that Liquid can't do the same. I was really disappointed to see Complexity when they played their T side, how kind of little in terms of interesting ideas they had to bring to the table. Really thought they were going to especially bring a lot of executes. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that's such a big frag to find. And they flash for him to scale even further. He didn't even need that to get in originally. Now he's on his favorite spot in the site.
Oh, he's real deep.
Oh, and Keto gets a kill. Oh no.
They're finding the jugular. Elige slides out, but now he's locked into the gunfight, and he's getting tagged up. He stops Tabson in his tracks, falls back into the storage. Searson's gonna pounce in through connector, not alone. They know that Elige must have fallen back and hid here, but at least they've grabbed that M4, so now we've got a gun for Crimbo. Earned off that first Deeg.
He's the guy to watch. Nothing but numbers from Crimbo.
Grenade comes out from Connector, again, aware that Elige was back on storage and half health. OC's looking for the contact, thinking maybe someone's upper shelf, but it's just the site that's occupied. Elige kills Crimbo, M4 hits the ground. Now Keto comes back at it, and it's a clean retake out of Liquid.
And early on, punishing them for leaving it open or for playing far back. And actually, we know that Liquid play far back on the site very consistently. That's not going to be a one-time occurrence. It sends a message. We know what you do, and you haven't changed.
No way.
Coming back that direction.
They've got the T-side version too.
Jesus.
Of course they do. I haven't seen anybody throw the T-side version.
It's like, it seems so obvious, right? You're getting naded every single round. Nade the guy who's throwing it. Well,
throw him back.
Why was
dummy.
it a CT side nade? It's the same lineup from the opposite side. Only Big have thought of it, of course.
That's too funny.
Angle didn't do much, though. I don't know if it was because of the nature of the height that you're throwing it from the site, but...
Yeah, I think that if you're in Elige's case where you've already stepped down forward off the steps, that elevation change maybe just... It's nothing but flak in the sky, but you've got two CTs locked in. You wanted this. You chose violence, and you get a taste of it. OC, 1 kill back, but this B site's so compromised, and there's so many players on long that they just come out with the full exec. They've got smokes down, they've got bomb down, and they've got a double man advantage. Liquid chose that fight.
They did, and they could have caught off of it, right? They flashed to get out, and they could have taken that first swing and then disengaged, got some info, let Big know they can't attack the site that easily right now.
Launders.
And?
Nafly.
And?
Mahone.
Let's go.
Crimbo's sizing up long. Molotov with Nitro's name on it. It's gonna burn out his util. It also scurries OC into the closer corner. Bad nade. Look at the CTs leaving. Honestly, good timing on the rotate, but we still got a minute, so don't be shocked if things do go back towards A. Searson looking to make sure they keep them honest on the bridge cross. We saw what can happen when CTs push that, a la Tabson, twice.
Liquid have done a great job of pulling grenades. 45-second mark.
Nice.
We're getting the complexion of a B split coming on, but CT's still in comfortable spots.
And they put down that smoke towards long, but oh, Kinder!
It's a bad smoke.
There's a gap, and Keto clamps down on Elige's head. Nap's bringing it back from Glizzy. Double kill is his. His support's already gone down. Now he's under pressure. Another player from Dark. Big breakthrough.
Oh, it's 2 frags in the site. And we talk about how he loves that spot, but right now, that round with a full pistol, sitting on 14, potentially here for Big.
He's at least able to move Naf into position so that nobody can climb up through heaven.
The purest of anti-egos.
Bomb has been planted.
But Searson's not hiding, taking a deep angle towards the river. Kinder, good early damage. Could allow for the Rugs player to just drop down on him, but Searson's also not alone. Yeah, they've poked the bee's hive, and all of a sudden, Big comes swarming out of it, taking away any hope that Liquid have in even getting a kill at this point. As expected, 14-6.
We're at the point of the game where they just need a stroke of luck to put this over the line. Lose to certain teams really badly and beat others that are unlikely. Everyone learns each other. We see how the map develops. But it's important to take note of what falls out of meta, what continues to be persistent in the meta. what smokes stick around, who's still throwing the same HEs as time goes on.
Which side of the window they're throwing them through.
Yeah, exactly.
At what specific timing.
Yeah.
Or in Big's case, timings. Keto again, going to be looking for that dark entry. Oh, tries to challenge over it. And Elige, so blind. Ooh, he sees him. He sees him, and Favin not letting off that pressure. Third CT able to lock that back, but we've got a 3v3, and Nitro's also meant to defend A. Missed op shot out of Searson gives Liquid a little more to work with. Nitro, however, almost cleared out on that close smoke, and Crimbo puts shots over top. Tabson, he's gonna climb right through and give them bomb. Crimbo meant to replace them, last spotted back on plat, but he's so close. And they present themselves. Nap gets away with 57 health.
Weird position. So I don't mind how he was a little bit more patient there, but still.
Is he watching for a jump throw? Just posted the op on the window.
Okay. Big just got magic tricks.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's head would pop up that much, but I've seen nobody look for that duel until Searson.
All good oppers are paranoid.
I'm telling you, he's 14 feet tall. Arms as long as a Sam Squanch. Crimbo wants the entry again. It's been a bit of a devilish one inside A site. Offensively and defensively. That's connector smoked. And mollied. But a gap. Oh, Nitro gets the better of him. Keto's gonna try on the other side. And will best Naf. Yakinder stuck along the wall. Nowhere to go. Just fight. And he finishes Keto. But Favin right there. A swoop down, stops, bomb. Tabson can't get away. Searson trying to hone in on the close player, but also at a risk at dying to the one in a distance. So you can't really bring this back.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's over. I mean, you've just been smoked out of the play. You can't push through that. There's 2 CTs on the other side. It would be utter desperation. Big, cut their losses. Liquid, grab 8.
Skin of their teeth type situation. Bomb going forward into mid. At least there was double pressure. One flank, one dropping off the bridge, insurance policy. Even if they lose one there, Bomb's in a really good spot. Close rounds continue to be expensive, but Liquid get everything they need.
Still alive and kicking, no doubt.
We are in a, one round is worth 2 situation. But aren't careful.
Flash, blind Searson. Riflers still creep up. Oh, he's got CTs on pillar! They pop around the corner. OC saves the day. Oh, does he ever? Nap and Yakinder both not ready. Crimbo comes through. Double, triple! Again, it is Crimbo in the kill feed. Shredding Team Liquid. We've had an individual turnaround from multiple players on Big.
This is a full force here. And they have 1 rifle.
Elige, oh, blind.
Oh, their flashes
Dead.
into mid have been amazing.
I mean,
And even when they fought there and then tried to cross through the door, they had a second scaling flash that went off perfectly. They trusted it, 100%.
M4 dead, nothing. Turns out Big are ready for officials on Anubis. Not just ready, but seemingly world class. And we had individuals from the Big Clan that had to improve. This was a slow week for Searson, for Tabson, for Favin, and all of them, plus Crimbo, plus Keto on Nuke, have shown up for this series. They take down the world's 4th